Hi, I'm Mumsy Sews and join me today in making a wristlet key fob. So I already have a pattern cut out for this, but basically you can either do it straight onto your fabric or you can cut a bit of paper out, but you need 12 by 4 inches and you need to cut out a main fabric panel and the same size of interfacing so it can go straight on the back. And you also need the little hardware that goes on the end of the key fob essentially. It has 2 little teeth in there, like little spikes that grip the fabric and keep hold of it. I'm just ironing my interfacing to the wrong side of my fabric, giving it, make sure it's nice and sturdy. I used quite a thick interfacing, I probably didn't need to, but oh well. Now you just want to fold it in half and pretty much iron as you go. Ironing is like a crucial thing for this project. So you iron it in half. Then you open it out again and fold each half into the center and iron as you go. Obviously you're doing this with the interfacing side up, so you have basically all the folds are hidden within, so like inside the thing itself, and just keep ironing as you go. Just flip it over and do the other side also. The interfacing obviously doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's attached and okay. As I said, I use quite a heavyweight interfacing, so it's quite rigid, but you can use a lighter one if you prefer a more like movable one. This one itself is very like just strong and not moving. So yeah, give it another good press once you've folded it all back over. Just to make sure it's nice and closed, nice and straight. And then if you've got clips, I wouldn't really pin this because of the interfacing, but if you've got clips, then just use the clips to keep it in place essentially while you get it ready to go over to your sewing machine. I find clips so handy, I could not live without them. So now you want to stitch down both sides. I'm just moving mine right over so that it's against my presser foot, and I forgot to record. So oops, but I've sewn down that side and now I've moved my needle over to the other side, so again it's down this side of the presser foot, because you just want to get that top stitching as close to the edge as possible, just to make sure that it's like a nice finish and it's properly sealed up. So yeah, batter down both sides, and this is a good way of sewing to make sure you're not flipping it round and turning it so it doesn't kind of start to bend and fold naturally. So I've got really nice top stitching there. I'm just going to snip my threads and now fold it in half, meeting the 2 ends together, just so you can, that's where the key fob is going to go essentially. Clip all your things together to keep it straight. This is my worst issue I have. Even when I do this, I struggle to keep it straight. I think it's because my interfacing is so like rigid. I'm sure there's a better way of doing it. I just use a really strong one. And now you're going to sew along that edge, like so sew it closed essentially, so it makes a circle when you open it out. It doesn't have to make a circle obviously, but that's the kind of shape that you're going for. I trim that right down to the base. It's like right down to where I've just sewn. So now I'm just literally attaching the key fob. I'm using a hammer, and this was a bad idea because you're going to see the exact moment I dent it. There it is. Absolute just travesty, honestly. I don't know why I did that at such an angle, but yeah, just hit it a few times with a hammer. There is tools that you can get in the kit when you buy these. I would recommend one, but I'm not paying an extra like few pounds for it because I'm cheap when I have a hammer at home. So but yeah, that's how you make a key fob. If you pull on it, it'll be nice and tight, and yeah, they are ready to sell or just to use for yourself. But I hope you enjoyed.